Hey guys, so this video is for the first day of distance learning on Google Classroom. If you missed the live session this morning at 8:30 to 9, hopefully you're watching this video so that you can find out what we did in class. I'm just going to be going over a few things with you that we went over in that first period class. So if you have any questions after watching this video, you can email me or use my Google Voice phone number during my office hours. Just contact me however you need to in order to get the answers to the questions that you have. So the first thing that I'm going to be showing you is our Google Classroom. When you log on, you probably see all of your other classes. So on mine, all you can see are my language arts classes. So for this class, we went ahead and went through period 1. So this is what the Google Classroom looks like when you first log on. And you can see our Google Meet code here. Make sure you're in the right class. Another important thing is to know that upcoming work will be posted here on the left. For example, you have a syllabus scavenger hunt due tomorrow, and I'll go over that in a little bit. Also in the class you can see the stream, which is where I post things or students can post things as well that might be helpful information for the class. So for example, this is where I'll post your assignments, they'll show up here, or materials that you have, things like that. But students can also post here. For example, you can see that Zach posted, "How do we join the meeting in the morning?" And I went ahead and commented back to him. The reason that I left this question up is because it's relevant to the class. It specifically has to deal with our class, and also it benefits all of the students, meaning that other students might have had this question, so I'm leaving it up in case they did have this question, they know the answer to it. I would really appreciate it if you're going to post in the stream or comment on other people's posts that you keep them appropriate and on topic. So you shouldn't be posting things on the stream that don't have anything to do with language arts class or anything to do with school in general. I would really like to keep this feature open because it can be really helpful to students, especially students who weren't able to make the live sessions. But if the comments get out of control or inappropriate or just not on topic, then I'm going to have to turn them off because there's no way for me to turn it off for just a few students. So unfortunately, it would affect the whole class. The next thing that I wanted to show you was the rules on remote learning. So I went over this in the live session with the students. This is my in-person syllabus, which I want you to review anyway, just because we will be coming back in person eventually. So I want you to just have a general idea of what the class rules will be. But also I wanted to focus on the remote instruction rules and expectations. So you can see my contact information, the schedule for ELA, and here's the Google Meet rules. So to join the meeting by the scheduled time, try not to be here too early. 5 minutes would be fine. Give me enough time to take attendance and everything. Make sure that your students are working in a quiet place free from noise and distractions. No pets, no TVs or siblings should be around. Also the camera needs to be on and the room needs to be well lit so that I can see that your student is participating in class. Make sure the microphone's on mute unless I call on you or the student to talk. Make sure that you're wearing school-appropriate clothes. A good way to judge if your clothes are school-appropriate would be to ask if you would wear that to school on a free dress day. So it shouldn't have anything vulgar or inappropriate on it. It shouldn't be extremely low cut. There shouldn't be pajamas. None of those are things that you would wear on a free dress day at school. So none of those are things that you should wear distance learning. You don't have to wear your school uniform right now. You can if you want to. And then also just remember to be courteous to your teachers and your peers. All of this is new, and some of the students and some of the teachers might still be learning this technology. So it's important to just be courteous and gracious to everybody so that we can make this a good first quarter. Some things not to do, in the distance learning classroom are interrupting or talking over other people, having inappropriate or off-topic conversations, leaving the computer during the 30-minute live session. It's a short class, so unless there's an emergency, you shouldn't have to get up and leave your computer. Go to the bathroom beforehand, make sure you eat breakfast beforehand. You shouldn't be eating during the meet. Just those are all things that you should be doing before we get to the live session. And again, make sure that you don't have any distractions such as pets or your TV or things like that. So those were the Google Meet rules, and your assignment for tonight was to read through the syllabus and those rules, and you're going to have a Google scavenger hunt type of thing that you will only be able to answer if you have read those things. So that was the syllabus that I wanted to go over. And now if we go back to the classroom, I can show you your classwork, and I have it separated into multiple tabs called topics, and I'm going to have a topic for every week. So right now we're in week 1. Today's date is 8/5, so next week the date will be 8/10, etc. But all of the work is going to be broken down into those weeks. Today, I wanted to give you some time to go through and look at these informational tabs that I have right here. You can meet your 8th grade team, you can meet me as Mrs. Polsinelli, review the handbook, review the syllabus, my virtual classroom, or the virtual counselor's office. Those are all things that you can go ahead and check out today that we kind of looked at in class too. Your homework for tonight is the scavenger hunt, so if you come here to week 1, 8/5, you'll click on the scavenger hunt and it will take you to a survey, again, that you can only really know the answers to if you check through my syllabus and my distance learning thing. 7 students have already turned it in, so I'm going to turn that in and grade it. This tab right here is where you can see the people who are in the classroom as well as teachers, and this tab is for the grades. So we're not going to be giving out your parent view information just yet because we don't want to overload you with usernames and logins. So the grades that you can check are here, and they're the same grades that will go into Synergy. And then, of course, if you have any other questions, you can ask me about them. So I think that's all that I had to cover today in terms of Google Classroom. So the only other thing that you have for homework, so in addition to your scavenger hunt for the syllabus, I would also like for you to email me 2 to 3 pictures of people or things that are important to you, and then I'm going to use those tomorrow in class for a PowerPoint to get to know you. So for example, if I posted a picture of my dog, when that comes up on the PowerPoint, I'm going to talk for a minute about that picture and just tell the class about my dog and why they're important to me. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Again, if you have any other questions, you can find my contact information on my virtual syllabus or on any of the other things that I have with my contact information listed. The syllabus is probably the easiest. You can see my email, my Google Voice number that I have, the school phone number, just whatever way that you need to get in contact with me. This page also has my schedule on it as well. So if you have any questions, just contact me. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30. Bye.